ordinary people, monotonous lifestyles, and the everyday routine, little is left to be different or unusual. Whatever happened to the free spirits and people who just didn't care what others thought? When we look at the simple act of walking, it's no different. People pass us at every moment, and we never realized they were even there. At least we didn't notice until now.
When I think about freestyle walking and what it means to me, and I think to us, is I think of this something that I saw one time, and that was a bald eagle swooping down to catch a fish in the water, and the fish was too big for it to actually lift out of the water, so it had to swim with its big bald eagle wings, and I was with a couple of people who studied the nature of the area, and they said they'd never seen it before, and it just kind of brings to mind the fact that we're kind of trying to escape the earthly bounds, if you will, of what people stereotypically think of as extreme sports.
And there's also sort of like the high aims, because that eagle had high.
He did. We're
high apple pie.
We've got our
in the
talents.
sky.
We've got our talents
Coats.
locked into a fish that's too big for us to take out the water, basically. Back on the UNC campus in Chapel Hill is where we got started, really, there in downtown Chapel Hill, nooks and crannies, and there's a lot of really great stuff there. Some like, I guess, some kind of vinyl picnic tables that you can just coast right on across, just like, you know, you're on a moving walkway.
Something about college campuses that works for us. It's the atmosphere, kind of shaking things up. People don't like to be shook up, but you have to be shook up sometimes, you know?
It was the Hotel League of Professional Freestyle Walkers when we started initially. And
it's also important we have to give credit where credit's due. Mr. Johnny Massengale, Marlon Miller, and who else? I think those were the key. Those are the four core members.
The key players.
Chapin
and we basically we took it to the streets from the beginning.
We had iron-on T-shirts we made. Each one was a one-of-a-kind shirt, and I believe the back said the Professional League of...
the Hotel League of Professional Freestyle Walkers was on the back.
He's got it.
And each shirt had a different catchphrase on the front. Mine was faster than the speed of bacon. There was Triple X. We stop at railroad tracks, or railroad crossings.
How's he gonna freestyle? If you can't walk, you can't freestyle walk. First, you gotta know how to walk.
And we usually we look for somebody that already has a style to their walk, so that we can break them out of that and get them to freestyle. I mean, I think it really speaks to a lot of people on a primal level.
We try not to be influenced either. We try to just kind of stay in our own head. You got to keep the focus. I mean,
well, we try and be so focused and just be moving so quickly that we don't have time to be influenced by that kind of thinking, especially if it's negative. We try and trust in ourselves and our image of the sport, and just stick to that, and let people be a part of that if they want to.
We don't really use the machines like we're told to use them. We try not to look at instructions.
These machines aren't built to exercise the muscle groups that we really need to work out. So we kind of have to adapt ourselves to the machines.
Just say what comes to mind.
But to give you a taste of something that can go wrong was initially when we started the league. We
wanted to have a somewhat of a public appearance.
Yeah, and we started when we were in high school, and there was a big club day thing, and so we decided that we were going to sort of guerrilla it and just kind of tear through the middle of everything.
The league needed a presence,
right,
locally, and then nationally, which is why we're making this movie.
Tour. So we had our music, and we were running through the center of our high school campus at Chapel Hill, and there were some long rails, and I went up to slide on one, and I caught it at the right place, but I guess the angle was a little off because I slid up, and my leg I threw my leg up, and I turned around and came down right on my pelvic bone. Was lucky enough to miss the jewels, but
you did play it off.
I did my best to play it off.
I had stereo going.
Couldn't do anything but just fall onto the crowd in agony, but we had to keep it going.
The rest of us kind of just rallied around him and kind of tried to distract attention away from.
I appreciate that.
I think at one point they had a bunch of card tables set up, and it was all official business, and we ran through and slid across all the tables just to kind of, it's all about kind of being an asshole occasionally if you have to.
Sometimes, you have to be an asshole to jar people out of
every day.
Their sort of catatonic state, if you will. It's really what we're all about.
It's pretty extreme.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I couldn't really handle it. Like, if you were done one more time, I'd probably passed out.
I did urinate.
It was great.
That was weird. It's weird and un-American.
I see the art in it, though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was very entertaining, and it was nice that I had to get out of work to watch it. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
How many
I thought he was actually trying to ruin your filming of something.
Yeah. Actually, I thought of creative ways to ruin the film.
Yeah.
I definitely saw that it was extreme walking.
It looked like freestyle.
What was it? I don't even.
It looked like they were skateboarding without skateboards.
trying to do things on the walls, and I really don't know what they were thinking.
Just balls to the wall.
Basically.
Balls to the ceiling, actually. Is what we
Balls
say.
to the wall, the ceiling.
The handrail. We put our balls on the handrail.
We put,
Everywhere.
basically the goal is like balls against any surface. Not literally, but
You can imagine.
metaphorically.
You don't need things like this over here to get your kicks. You don't need this kind of stuff. It's not, you can't even, it's malfunctional. It's malfunctional.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I mean, all you need is your 2 feet.
skateboard, roller skates, whatever. Tools, and we don't need them. You know, I think what we want to bring to people is that all they need is themselves.
Just
Spice,
spice,
Jazz.
jazz tech, and
Jota.
then he got mad. Did I tell you about that hammer incident?
Yeah, you did tell me.
I was his roommate for a while in college, and we worked construction. And he ended up dropping out, and I was supposed to bring him back his hammer, Chapel Hill. And this is for the extras. And
This is going on.
he freaked out on me because I forgot to bring his hammer back. He was like, "Seriously, man, fuck you." Because I mean, he was all or nothing, man. Like, you can't be a part of the league without being an all or nothing.
I'm gonna grind this school teacher's ass quick.
I wanted to grind your ass.
You would.